Sup y'all, Jason here representing RAPTOR Reptiles, and today I'm bringing you a video on the Juniper and Big Bubba hatchling. So keep in mind these guys just hatched, they're only 5 days old, but as you can see in my hand right here, I got Juniper. She is some orange red flame. What a beautiful dragon. She only yielded me 1 clutch so far, so these are all the eggs I have from her this season. But amazing dragon, just figured I'd show you guys to her. Now these colors, I purchased her from Excalibur, so these colors right here, she wasn't born with them, so you can go back to my Juniper unboxing video and see what she looked like as a baby, and then you can do for your own sake, you can do a comparison to the babies I have now. So this color is acquired over time, and I keep talking about that, and I keep saying that these bright colors, it does take them some time to develop, usually around anywhere from 6 months to a year. They'll start gaining some color, but she is a hypo leatherback and an amazing dragon at that. So she did real good this season. I believe we got 20 babies, so it was her first time. So usually a dragon on their first time breeding them, they're not going to give you as big clutches. I possibly could have missed the timing, but she'll definitely was ready to go. So I primed her up, so I will be breeding her again next year. So out of this clutch right here, I'm going to be keeping a lot of holdbacks. I'll be releasing some just because I only got the 1 clutch as well. So if you're interested, definitely you can hit me up on Instagram, on YouTube. I've put my email account throughout my YouTube videos because people keep asking how do I purchase. I do have a website, and I apologize, I haven't been updating it as frequently as I do Instagram and Facebook. But if anyone has any questions, or you have something in particular you're looking for, feel free to always send me a message, and I'll send you everything I got, and we can always work something out. So this beauty right here is responsible for the babies, so I'm going to go ahead and put her away, and then I'm going to grab Big Bubs real quick. Alright, so this is Big Bubs. As you can see, he's not really fired up right now. I kind of just woke him up, but well, now he's awake because he sees the ladies, but still obviously you can tell he's in breeding mode. Follow to a lot of the babies here. Really great guy, my first dragon ever. I love him, but just wanted to show you. So I paired him up with Juniper to get these babies, and all these, it's dark, right? It's like a dark blue right now, but you can see from my pictures when they're fired up, he just got amazing bars. So I figured let me do a little cross here. I wanted to put some color and get some bars going on with her because she doesn't really have that many bars, so that was kind of what I was going for there. So he's a hypo leatherback, 100% het trans proved out this season. So all these babies, they're either going to be hypo leatherback, 50% het trans, or they're going to be silkback, 50% het, or they're going to be hypo silkbacks, 50% het trans. And I think I do have a couple normal scales in there, but just so you guys can get an idea of what I paired up, because he doesn't have too much color in him. He does have some oranges down his back, but still an amazing dragon, and I love him just the same. He's fired up now because he can see all the women, but he's always ready to go. So he's got some size on her, so I figured I'd put some size into this pairing. You can even just see, look at this quad right here, straight muscle, a boss. So never has ever let me down. Like, best dragon I ever bought, especially this year, made everything possible. So it all goes out to him, and he's doing great. So I'm gonna put him back, and then we'll get to the babies. Alright, so here we go. Here is the first bin right here, and believe, let me just take a quick look. Yep, everyone in here except for him in the corner is a hypo leatherback, 50% het trans. This one is a normal scale, but still beautiful. Like, so keep in mind here, like I said, the colors develop over time. These dragons are about 5 days out the egg, all really healthy and big, strong, eating great already. I'm actually really impressed. You know, right out the egg, this is probably one of the best clutches that we have here right now. So just to take a quick look, but you can already see the, you know, saturation. Like we'll use this one for example. Like, see Big Bubs has those nice blue bars. You can see the pattern where the bars are gonna be. Some may dissipate, some may enhance. We're not sure yet. You know, that just takes time. But you can see down the back they got those nice, you know, already right off the bat orange stripes, and the head too, very saturated right off the bat. So I would say this clutch was 100% success, and I'm really happy with the results, because I wanted to put some size on her, because from when I bought her, you know, she's not as big a dragon. She's like normally around 400 grams, maybe 420, and Big Bubs is around 670. So sometimes you have to sacrifice color and morphs to get a bigger dragon, if that's what you're going for, and that's always what I've been going for. I want to produce really healthy big dragons, you know, that have the morphs and have the color, but that stuff takes time. So you just have to work with it. You know, you can't get everything done in one season, so you have to really plan your projects accordingly. So that's what I've been doing. So, you know, some people may hit off and be like, well, I got, you know, hypo trans leather dunner, but it's a full grown adult. It's only 300 grams. So to me, that's not impressive at all. It doesn't mean anything to me. That means that people were just trying to stack morphs and everything to sell dragons to make money quick. I'm not about that. I'm a hobby breeder, so all my projects are going to take some time. So this is just the beginning right here. You know, this is my first real successful season. You know, we're trying to move forward here. So some people may say, you know, they're not as flashy as others, you know, right off the bat, or it's not what they're looking for. But I'm starting off, you got to start off somewhere. You got to start off with a base, you know, and until you get a full grown dragon, you don't know what the full potential of their genetics really are. So right off the bat, you can see, you know, just from the pictures I've posted, you know, some dragons, this guy is already, you know, onto 3 of my fingers, you know, and he's only 5 days old. So really healthy. I love this one. But you know, some dragons that hatch, you know, they're only going to be, you know, 2 finger lengths. So it really just depends what you're going for. See, I can stretch them out, but they're great. I love them. So that's kind of more of the ones that I'm more planning on letting go in that bin. In here are more of the holdbacks right here. So let me find my favorite guy. I think I already posted him. This guy right here, he ain't going anywhere. I don't know if it's a boy or girl. I haven't sexed him yet, but this dragon right here is huge right out the egg. Really nice full body, really great stripes already, prominent. Got a lot of color on his ear. Very reduced scale. So when you are dealing with leatherbacks too, there is a scale. So you can get you know, American leatherback, you can get Italian leatherback, you know, you can get micro scales, you can get, you know, and just normal leatherbacks of varying degrees, but this one right here is very reduced. So I always look at that. Look at the color right off the bat. I'm hoping this one's gonna be a female, but just perfect patterns. Love it. And then let's see here. So even this one right here is a normal scale. So this is the first time I've done leatherback to leatherback, so I did get some silk, so we'll get into that after. But this guy's a normal scale, and still the colors are prominent. So these guys have a very, very bright orange future ahead of them. And then just from seeing what Big Bubs has been producing over time, I think he did have a lot of orange in his past bloodlines, which was great to add to this project. So not only did I get the bars, I got, added oranges. So, you're always going to get a combination, and then the genetics will span back, 1-2 generations. So it's very good to know when you're buying what, what their past bloodlines were. So always keep track of that. And then let's get to a nice silkback right here, because I am planning on keeping one. But so this is, these are the first silkbacks I've ever produced. So I don't really judge. Some people don't like them, some people love them. It's a little bit added extra work. So if you do plan, I will probably be letting 1 or 2 of these silkbacks go, and then I'm going to keep the other. So when you put a normal scale to a silkback, you get all leatherbacks. So that's why people like them. But you really can't breed the females because they get tore up, because their skin's not as strong. So if they're getting, in the courting session, it's just not good for the dragon. It's just not going to work out. So those are more for pets. So I have not sexed any of these yet. So hopefully I do have one male, but you can really see their color great. So you just got to make sure these guys stay really hydrated, they don't overheat. You may have to do a slight UV adjustment. So instead of a 10.0, maybe a 5.0. There's tons of different information out there, so you have to do what works best for you. And then let me get to one guy here for one of my loyal subscribers. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep this guy yet, but this was something unfortunate when you do breed. Sometimes you get something like this. But this guy right here, he's a little bit deformed, whereas you can see on his head he's got this big lump where my thumb is right here. He's healthy, he's eating. I hope he really truly makes it. So you can see his eye on this side, but we'll turn him around. So this guy right here, his left eye never fully developed, and I think it's stuck up here. So I'm not a vet, I don't have any degrees, so I don't know what impact this is gonna have on the dragon. But I always give them 100% fighting chance if they want to fight. I do everything in my power to keep all my dragons alive. So as long as he stays good, he may stay here, or I may put this guy up for adoption. So if somebody is really interested, pet only, pending 1 or 2 months if that I deem he's healthy enough to leave, maybe longer depending on what it takes. I may let this guy go to one of my loyal subscribers, that maybe doesn't have the money but has all the supplies and can give this guy the care that he's gonna need. Because as you can see, in captivity it's not as bad not having one eye, but I don't know what that bump is on his head. He's still really too little to do anything about it right now. We just gotta see, if he pulls through and makes it through the next couple months, and then we can go from there. But we're calling him One-Eyed Willie at the moment, but still a great drag. So sometimes that happens, you put a couple stressors on the morph. You gotta think about all the eggs that I've hatched overall. Over 150. You get one with that was deformed. And then last guy right here, same thing, amazing. Just the color saturation on the head, really high quality leatherback. I may be letting 1 or 2 holdbacks go, but these ones only go to people that I really know, loyal subscribers. They're not going to be as cheap as the other ones. So hope I gave you guys some really good information right there. I know you guys love the baby videos. I'll be bringing some more videos. So just like, comment, subscribe. Any questions, I'm always there, to answer. Especially if you bought from me, then you really have 100% of my support. So stay tuned for more.